So I downloaded Dead Pixels since it was so cheap on Steam. Looking at the Steam page, I was already wary because of the Mega Man style art and the assertion that it was 8-bit when it clearly used a 16-bit colour palette. Nevertheless, against my better judgment, I gave it a go, and oh boy. There are 3 different modes in Dead Pixels. One is the story mode, which literally consists of running right for 20 screens until you win the game. The next mode is the same as the story mode, except you can choose a character. Each character is better than other characters at certain things, and you only have to run right for 10 screens until you win. The final mode is a horde mode. You start with a pistol, and you have to kill a certain amount of zombies before you can actually buy anything. You can do any of these modes by yourself, or with a friend, but there isn't any online multiplayer, only 2-player local co-op. First, graphics. Well, you can see for yourself, the whole style rides on the blocky aesthetic of the NES era, except for the awful film grain filter put over the whole game. There's no charm to the character designs, there's no charm to the backgrounds, it just really looks ugly and lazy. The zombies and the player are based off the same model, and oh look, it's a Dark Souls reference, that makes up for everything, right? Sound-wise, all you have to listen to are the stock gunshot sound effects, stock zombie moaning, and the awful rock music that doesn't even fit the game's aesthetic. So gameplay, here we go. As mentioned earlier, the main premise of the game involves travelling right for X amount of screens until you arrive at the goal. You can search buildings for things to sell, but the fact that you can't sell things in bulk to the shop makes the menus horribly clunky. You're better off not shooting zombies and saving your ammo for when you need it. Speaking of shooting zombies, the game supposedly uses a mouse cursor to aim, but in reality it only affects whether your bullets come out left or right. Aiming up and down with the mouse cursor doesn't seem to have any real effect on where you actually aim. The zombies themselves come in different types, but when it comes down to it they're also boring to fight. You have the standard one that just trudges at you. You have the spitter, which also trudges at you but also spits a projectile. You have the HP dense zombie, which is exactly like the standard zombie except it takes more hits to kill. The guns themselves are also pretty boring to use. You have the standard pistol, shotgun, machine gun, but all the guns feel exactly the same, except for the rate of fire and the amount of damage they do, which is represented by numbers above the zombie's head. So that's it. What else can I say? It's a really horrible game, and I don't even know why it's on Steam. Don't waste your money on this game now, or ever. Please.